Welcome back, everybody, to LiliPod. Today, we're going to give an update on MyLilius and all MyLilius offerings. We have myself, Lord Gandhi, and the Great Axios here today, and hopefully, we can give a good enough update that everybody feels like they know what's going on. So, first things first, we've recently been in a beta period for the MyLilius Wallet. The Great Axios, can you give a little input there, how it's been going, and your feedback from what's been going on so far?
Absolutely. So, as many of our very active community members know, we're in the process of finding and squashing bugs. That was to be totally expected. As we've talked about in the past, our wallet is completely from scratch. We are not a fork or a clone of anybody else, and obviously there's going to be some minor issues. Currently, the biggest issue that we know about is related to Wallet Connect, and it is not a security issue. It's simply just a render issue. I made a mistake. I apologize to the community. But in the sense of giving an update, we're currently in the process of making notes of all of the bugs, fixing as many bugs as we can find, and we are also in the process of effectively going module by module or component by component throughout our application, cleaning it up, enhancing it, making it more secure, making it more performant, and overall just making everything work better. We don't have a definitive timeline for that yet. We're working with not only internally on that, but there's a lot of pieces, movement in the entire scale in MyLilius communities that are impacting just kind of the timeline and development. So we're working as quickly as we can. We are very excited for what's to come. There's going to be, I think, some new exciting features coming, but more importantly, just in general, the goal of our wallet in comparison to the rest of the space is to provide a cleaner user experience. And I think every day we're getting closer and closer to hitting that goal. And even once we feel like we hit that goal, we're never going to stop. We always want it to be a tool that you can kind of turn to and just know that it'll work. And I think we're progressing very well on that front. And also just want to give a nice thank you and shout out to all of the community members that have participated in our beta and that are continuing to use it on a daily or weekly basis and reporting bugs to us. It just makes it a much easier process for us, and also in the long run is just going to help our community grow and strengthen every day.
Thank you. And again, all the community members that helped out so far, a big thank you to you. We definitely would have been able to move so quickly without your help. So once again, thank you. Sawyer, I know we have a few features coming out into the next update. What are you comfortable sharing at this moment with everybody? I know the dot registry has some updates coming along and things on that line. So up to you on that.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of the biggest updates that are going to come next are going to be more internal and performance based, so they may not be as necessarily noticeable by users. For example, we have completely redesigned how our core configuration is going to work within the app. So for those of you that are pretty active Web3 users and you use a variety of different wallets, you're probably used to having to manually add networks, click add to MetaMask, manually add token addresses, things like that. We believe that's a huge issue in the space and is going to really limit growth long term. And so one of the things we've really been working on this past week or two has been redesigning that entire process in order to allow us to not only quickly add tokens and networks to the application without the user having to re-update or download anything new, but also be able to change token addresses and report if a token is spammy or if a token has liquidity issues and things like that. So we're really looking to provide kind of the cross Web3 utility that you've kind of come to find on some of the bigger players like maybe a CoinGecko or something. We're trying to get the really core version of that directly into the wallet to allow individuals to just feel as safe as possible in the space, because we all know that it's Still new, still a work in progress, and not necessarily the most secure. So that's probably the biggest quote unquote update, and other things along those lines. Um, Additionally, this is the first time that the public will hear about this, and it's very exciting. As a wallet, we feel that we're very innovative, and I think hopefully most of you agree with us. But that being said, there's a key piece of the wallet that probably gets neglected more and more. That we don't mean to neglect. It's just it's done. We've built it so well that it doesn't need to be talked about, and that's the digital identity. It just is so ingrained into the application that it doesn't need a lot of publicity because it just works. And so with that digital identity, a little bit of quick background. We originally wanted to build this data sharing, data aggregation, secure vault kind of thing, and we've just kind of been iterating on this identity over and over and over until we resulted in this dot technology, dot name service, integration to the wallet, kind of cross Web3, technology. And we've realized that it's a very important piece of this application. It kind of makes everything easier, right? Because you can just search by a dot name and just get all this fun information. And the recent edition of the dot records, which is kind of your gasless and currently free version of the Ethereum name service, all on scale, is another huge piece of it. That being said, Lord Gandhi has had a vision in his head for, I don't even know how long, it might be 6 or 7 years now. He has always wanted to build an avatar. And I'll be straight up with the community, I can't design to save my life. And so building an avatar was something that we always talked about, but we were never sure how to do. Fortunately, with our endeavors into the Web3 space and meeting so many amazing people and creators and artists and developers, we've kind of been able to hone this idea into a new product that is ingrained into dot technology, which is the dot avatars. And so dot avatars will be coming at some point into the MyLilius wallet, whether in beta or potentially the production period. But these dot avatars are incredibly unique in the fact that they're designed to take advantage of how our wallet works. With our wallet, you can connect to multiple networks at the same time, and that is very important when it comes to our avatars, because the way our avatars work is it's not just one NFT, not just one non-fungible token. The very common use case right now for an NFT is it's a really cool, social media profile picture, like great, or it's a access pass into like an exclusive club. Awesome, they're great. We love them, but we feel like there's more. And so dot avatars is, from our knowledge, because I have not seen anybody else do it, the first multi-chain build your own avatar. And what I mean by that is you can actually have every piece of your avatar, from the head to each of the legs to the body, and potentially some accessories in the future, all be on different blockchains, and they're all aggregated back on the MyLilius scale chain under your avatar. And this is really important for two reasons. The first reason is it lets people be who they want to be, right? Blockchain Web3 was very decentralized, and I think a lot of people can probably agree that it's become less and less, especially more recently, just with some of the big players coming into the scene, and that's not a bad thing. Obviously, we want it to be decentralized. We want it to be that kind of trustless nature, but at the end of the day, it's not an easy thing to do. But with that decentralization and that kind of anonymousness that came out of decentralization, Bitcoin, Ethereum, when they first launched, is this kind of idea that you can be whoever you want to be in Web3. You can be totally anonymous, and that is acceptable. And we want to support that ideal by effectively saying, instead of rendering your face on this avatar, you can build your avatar to look however you want. And at the end of the day, your avatar is the avatar for your digitally optimized twin. So while most people think that twins are perfect pairs, our digitally optimized twins are not meant to be necessarily a perfect representation of you. It's meant to be the perfect representation of what you believe you should look like and portray to the world. And that's a really big thing in today's day and age. So that's kind of the first really amazing piece about it. The second really amazing piece about it is our continued support of the creator and general community. With NFTs, there's a lot of, I guess, I don't know if stigma is the right word, maybe, kind of where, you have to, if you want to sell an NFT, you want to sell a collection, you have to put in all this overhead as a creator, as a project, and then you're basically relying on a successful sale to sell out in order to keep your project going. If your project doesn't sell out, it often fails because that is the perception of the community. And so dot avatars is another piece that we can kind of put into play here and support the greater community by saying, not only can you just build one NFT, I can build one head, I can build one leg, I can build one body, whatever I want to do. You can also deploy that on not just one chain, but any chain that's supported, which the goal is, as with our wallet, as many as we can. And so that being said, we've kind of hit a kind of a win-win scenario for our community, both the consumers and the creators, artists, etc., where the creators and artists can make one NFT at a time. They can download the template from the website, they can work on it, they can upload it as an SVG, and then they mint an NFT. They can then put that NFT up for sale, and then the users of our community can then go and buy these avatar components and put them on their dot avatar, sorry. And so it's just kind of a really cool twofold project that hits a lot of things that we're looking to support. And ultimately, it's another piece to kind of power up your digital identity. And so, like I said, I cannot guarantee that's going to be in the beta right away. We're working hard to complete that module and make it ready for a beta testing period. But as soon as it is available, we will inform everybody and get into the application. Additionally, right now, we do have the templates available. So if you're a creator, an artist, a designer, whatever you are, and you use and know how to use Adobe Illustrator, or you want to learn, feel free to ping us on Discord or Twitter, and we'll get you the template. And you can start to create avatar components, and we can use them to test and build. And then, we'll make sure that you're one of the first that has the ability to mint and use this platform. So that's kind of the other, I would say, big update that we're really pushing for, Lord Gandhi.
All right, thank you. Just to recap, because I know it was a lot. One, the wallet beta will have updates that are primarily focused towards performance. Most users probably won't be able to notice. If you do, then thank you for paying attention so closely. Second, we will have the dot avatars coming at some point in the future, maybe beta, maybe production. And those are, to dumb it down to the lowest level I can. Those are basically avatars that can be pieced together like Lego blocks, like a Lego blocks into an avatar. So that's very exciting. We'll keep everybody updated on the timeline for that. We may possibly be able to give updates in regards to UI for that, but don't bet on that coming right away. Lastly, if you are a creator or designer, if you have a vision for a piece of an avatar, maybe the head, a hat, shoes, legs, body, regardless what it is, reach out to us and we'll send you the template to get started designing. So when we finally launch, you can be one of the first people online. That being said, I know everybody's interested in what's going on with Calypso. To my understanding, Calypso is moving along pretty smoothly at the moment. We have recently pushed out the Calypso website, calypsohub.network, and we've invited NFT projects, designers, dApps interested in using the Calypso Hub to submit a form so we can onboard you quickly and you can be ready to go as soon as the hub launches. Great Axel, do you have any other thoughts or inputs you want to give for Calypso?
A couple minor things. Just wanted to once again tell everybody that we're working as quickly and diligently as possible. you have to, kind of take a step back and look at it from the standpoint of launching a DApp on a scale chain is, launching smart contracts on a blockchain, right? We know how that goes. When you're launching a hub, there's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of pieces that, the consumer side may not understand or see. And we just want to let everybody know that we are, as Lord Gandhi said, we're moving forward at a good clip. There's just a lot of pieces involved, and a lot of players involved, and we want to make sure that we do it right, that we do it securely, and we do it to the best of our ability. So we will keep you all posted with more information as we get closer. But we just wanted to inform you guys that it is not ready yet, but we are definitely approaching that soft launch kind of stage. Additionally, with the MyLilius website, as Lord Gandhi mentioned, whether you're an NFT collection, whether you're a DApp that utilizes NFTs, whether you just want to mint one NFT, whatever it is, please feel free to use that form on the Calypso website, and we'll be able to get you onto testnet to start toying and playing with the scale chain. That way, when the day comes that we can launch Calypso into that kind of soft launch mode, not only do we have a chain that's available, but we have projects, we have marketplaces, we have dApps, we have everything we need to come out of the gate kind of explosive like, and just kind of jump onto the Web3 scene and show people that scale is where you want your NFTs to be, scale is where you want your NFT dApps to be, and scale is where you want to be. And obviously, when I say that, I mean scale / Calypso / the Scaleverse / all of it that is related to scale, multi-chain, Europa, Ruby Exchange, Crypto Coliseum. Everybody is involved in the Scaleverse, and this Calypso NFT hub will be supporting everybody to the best of our ability. So please go to our website or go to the Calypso website and fill out that form so we can get you involved in the process and we can begin strengthening the lineup for launch day.
Great. I think that's about all we have for updates for ourselves. There are some things in the pipeline that we just can't talk about at the moment, but I think everybody will be very excited to hear about that soon. So just keep an eye on the LiliPod episodes coming out weekly, and you'll definitely be entertained. In addition to MyLilius, we have a lot of community partners building quite amazing things and doing it pretty quickly. One partner I want to shout out, one community partner I want to shout out is Paya. They've just updated the website and are inviting all scalians, all people interested in crypto to sign up for their waitlist. Their beta period is coming soon. To give an update on Paya again, Paya is a payment provider for the metaverse of Web3. They issue e-money to blockchain specifically for scale right now that can be used, in the metaverse and can be used in real life, vice versa. So I would recommend going to their website, Paya, PEYYA.co, and signing up for their waitlist. We also have a few other community partners moving along smoothly. We have Ruby Exchange. They're still in their quote unquote beta period now, but you can go ahead and start farming, start staking, and try out their platform. I think the scale community is moving along pretty swiftly here, and we'll see a lot of growth in the future. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you, Sawyer, for giving an update to everybody. And we'll see you again in the next LiliPod.